In a humble way, we are doing our sadhanas every day of trying to tune to the divinity through these seven activities. Welcome you all, friends. Good that you are able to understand the importance and utility of these activities and finding yourself the time and convenience to come. Congratulations for that. Wishes and prayers that each of these sessions become so useful for our spiritual unfoldment. May all these activities which we are doing throughout the day with the adhara of our shastras tune us, mold us towards the ultimate truth very, very soon. May Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana be with us always. Using their grace, may we develop, strengthen consciously our Vyaktitva, suitable to serve the world and suitable to evolve spiritually. This Vedic chanting, this Dhyana Puraka Mantrocharana, common sense thought, Shanti mantras, Guru Parampara mantras, Sankalpa, Upanishad mantra Ucharana, and Upanishad mantra Bhashya Sahita Adhyayana. These are the sacred activities we are involved in every day. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, sixth chapter. These mantras are so profound, so important, so much what do you call inspirational. If at all we tune to, the whole problem is of our tuning or not tuning. When not tuned, the most important, most useful also doesn't appear so to us. So whenever the Shastras say, or any of our mentors say that this is essential, this is important, this is a must, we don't feel it so because we are not tuned. If we are tuned, then we consciously, carefully look into them. We find them to be so precious, so valuable. Suggestions, advices, guidances. Some of them are such that when we consciously see them, for the entire life we get the support. These mantras which we are studying of Shwethashwathara are of this nature. If you are tuning to them and see, once for all for the life we get the alambana, the support. अच्छा ये पाना है उसके लिए ये करना है. Is it not because of not having the spashtata regarding these two that we are wandering everywhere and struggling all the time and suffering all the time? Think about it. Still, if we don't catch it, then that means what? We are not so qualified. So become qualified. Such a beautiful portion, not only of the Upanishad, the entire Vedanta, but required for us also. We are blessed with. In fact, these are all our days of studying the Upanishads are the days of celebration because they are the days of the highest blessings. May we recognize it, realize it, use it, and evolve. Right? Here we are, the first one, Vedic chanting. We have done our Laghunyasa and also Rudra Namaka Prashna. In that Namakam, Namaha, 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 to all the Rupas of Rudra, we did Namaskara. Everything is form. In this shloka, in this Chamaka Prashna, next one, in each of the Anuvakas, we ask, because the Rudra Bhagavan is our Pita, our Dhata, Mata, Sarvam, he can give also because he has got and he has got the dil to give. We are asking him, Chame, Chame. Me means mujhe, mujhe, mujhe. मुझे ये भी दीजिए, ये भी दीजिए, ये भी दीजिए. है ना? Let us have all of them. Let us go through them. Then let us know the limitations of them. Let us have all of them. Let us use them to serve Him. Then let us understand that they are not required. Let us transcend them. Then we seek only the truth. You know, like the children. They play with the things, enjoy the things given by some uncle, uncle, or even the mother for some time. Thereafter, they understand the futileness of them, futility. They throw them and then they just hold on to the pallu of the mother. Because for them, the realization happens that in the touch of the mother, in the lap of the mother, in the love of the mother is everything. But for some time before that, he was playing in this and that. So too, every jiva plays with the things around for some time. Then he realizes that they're all futile. He just kicks them and then goes back into the lap or feet of the divinity. So we ask these things and go through them and understand for ourselves with our experiments, with our own experiences that they're so meaningless and useless, isn't it? Then we just give it up like Nachiketa. Even if they are given freely, we say no. That maturity, that dignity, that my Viveka has so become complete that I have Vairagya for everything other than Paramatma because they are Alpa, because they are Mithya, because they are of the nature of binding. That's how this is what. And chame to me also means whatever I have is given by you. I am grateful to you. Also give me the buddhi that they are positively utilized. It is his choice to provide us this or that. It should be our privilege and maturity to make use of them to only serve him. That's a beautiful play. Tera tujhko arpan kya lage mera is the is meaning that whatever you give, I serve you only through them. There's a play going on. It's only a play. Otherwise, O Lord, you, the Rudra and me, Tatvasi Mahavakya Drushtya, we are one without second thought. So, recognizing that he is the giver, recognizing that he is the one who has given us, recognizing that with the things given, we serve him and we transcend all of them to be one with him. That is how this chame chame has to be understood. Start. Om अथ पारायणम चमक प्रश्न संहिता पाठ ॐ अग्नाविष्णु सजोषसेमावर्धन्तु वां गिरः ॐ अग्नाविष्णु सजोषसेमावर्धन्तु वां गिरः द्युम्नैर्वाजेभिरागतं द्युम्नैर्वाजेभिरागतं वाजश्च मे प्रसवश्च मे प्रयतिश्च मे प्रसितिश्च मे वाजश्च मे प्रसवश्च मे प्रयतिश्च मे प्रसितिश्च मे दीतिश्च मे क्रतुश्च मे स्वरश्च मे श्लोकश्च मे दीतिश्च मे क्रतुश्च मे स्वरश्च मे श्लोकश्च मे श्रावश्च मे श्रुतिश्च मे ज्योतिश्च मे सुवश्च मे श्रावश्च मे श्रुतिश्च मे ज्योतिश्च मे सुवश्च मे प्राणश्च मे पानश्च मे व्यानश्च मे सुश्च मे प्राणश्च मे पानश्च मे व्यानश्च मे सुश्च मे चित्तं च आधीतं च मे वाक् च मे मनश्च मे चित्तं च आधीतं च मे वाक् च मे मनश्च मे चक्षुश्च मे श्रोत्रं च मे दक्षश्च मे बलं च मे चक्षुश्च मे श्रोत्रं च मे दक्षश्च मे बलं च मे ओजश्च मे सहश्च म आयुश्च मे जरा च मे ओजश्च मे सहश्च म आयुश्च मे जरा च मे आत्मा च मे तनोश्च मे शर्म च मे वर्म च मे आत्मा च मे तनोश्च मे शर्म च मे वर्म च मे अंगानि च मे स्थानि च मे परोगंसि च मे शरीराणि च मे अंगानि च मे स्थानि च मे परोगंसि च मे शरीराणि च मे ज्यैष्ठ्यं च आधिपत्यं च मे ज्यैष्ठ्यं च आधिपत्यं च मे मन्युश्च मे भामश्च मे मश्च मेऽम्बश्च मे मन्युश्च मे भामश्च मे मश्च मेऽम्बश्च मे जेमा च मे महिमा च मे वरिमा च मे प्रतिमा च मे जेमा च मे महिमा च मे वरिमा च मे प्रतिमा च मे वर्ष्मा च मे द्राघुया च मे वृद्धं च मे वृद्धिश्च मे वर्ष्मा च मे द्राघुया च मे वृद्धं च मे वृद्धिश्च मे सत्यं च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगच्च मे धनं च मे सत्यं च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगच्च मे धनं च मे वशश्च मे त्विषिश्च मे क्रीडा च मे मोदश्च मे वशश्च मे त्विषिश्च मे क्रीडा च मे मोदश्च मे जातं च मे जनिष्यमाणं च मे सूक्तं च मे सुकृतं च मे जातं च मे जनिष्यमाणं च मे सूक्तं च मे सुकृतं च मे वित्तं च मे वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यच्च मे वित्तं च मे वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यच्च मे सुगं च मे सुपतं च मरुद्धं च मरुद्धिश्च मे सुगं च मे सुपतं च मरुद्धं च मरुद्धिश्च मे क्लुप्तं च मे क्लुप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे क्लुप्तं च मे क्लुप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे शं च मे मयश्च मे प्रियं च मेऽनुकामश्च मे शं च मे मयश्च मे प्रियं च मेऽनुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रं च मे श्रेयश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रं च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणं च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणं च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वं च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रं च मे विश्वं च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रं च मे सोश्च मे प्रसोश्च मे सीरं च मे लयश्च मे सोश्च मे प्रसोश्च मे सीरं च मे लयश्च मे ऋतं च मे अमृतं च मे अयक्ष्मं च मे नामयच्च मे ऋतं च मे मृतं च मे अयक्ष्मं च मे नामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे नमित्रं च मे अभयं च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे नमित्रं च मे अभयं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सूषा च मे सुदिनं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सूषा च मे सुदिनं च मे ऊर्क् च मे सोनृता च मे पयश्च मे रसश्च मे ऊर्क् च मे सोनृता च मे पयश्च मे रसश्च मे घृतं च मे मधु च मे सग्धिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे घृतं च मे मधु च मे सग्धिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे जैत्रं च म औद्भिद्यं च मे कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे जैत्रं च म औद्भिद्यं च मे रयिश्च मे रायश्च मे पुष्टं च मे पुष्टिश्च मे रयिश्च मे रायश्च मे पुष्टं च मे पुष्टिश्च मे विभु च मे प्रभु च मे बहु च मे भूयश्च मे विभु च मे प्रभु च मे बहु च मे भूयश्च मे पूर्णं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे क्षितिश्च मे कूयवाश्च मे पूर्णं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे अक्षितिश्च मे कूयवाश्च मे अन्नं च मे क्षुश्च मे क्षुच्च मे व्रीहयश्च मे यवाश्च मे अन्नं च मे युक्षुच्च मे व्रीहयश्च मे यवाश्च मे माशाश्च मे तिलाश्च मे मुद्गाश्च मे कल्वाश्च मे माशाश्च मे तिलाश्च मे मुद्गाश्च मे कल्वाश्च मे गोधूमाश्च मे मसुराश्च मे प्रियङ्गवश्च मेणवश्च मे गोधूमाश्च मे मसुराश्च मे प्रियङ्गवश्च मेणवश्च मे श्यामाकाश्च मे नीवाराश्च मे श्यामाकाश्च मे नीवाराश्च मे. So in each of the Anuvaka, a set of things. Like in this set, all the pulses and all the required eating grains are asked for. In other things, the Aushadis, medical related, are asked. In other things, the minerals are asked. In this way, each of the Anuvaka set of the things that are asked from the Lord, so that I use them for my survival sadhana and I supply them to the needy around me. Isn't it? That's how that Vedas at the one time telling us to detach from anything, everything, and realize the Brahman. The same Vedas say the other side that seek all from the divine and make a right use of them and play at the Vyavahara level. That means what? In the maturity of our wisdom, we should strike the balance between both of them, the pravrutti and nivrutti. Pravrutti is never the lakshya, it's only a krida. Nivrutti, and in that realizing self is the lakshya, because in that only there is the vishranti, the shanti, the mukti, etc. Right? Om atha chamaka prashnaha samhita pathaha Om Agna Vishnu Sajosha Sema Vardhantu Vam Giraha Jumnairvaje Bhiragatam Vajascha me prasavascha me prayatischa me prasitischa me Dhitischa me kratuscha me swarascha me shlokascha me Shravascha me shrutischa me jyotischa me suvascha me प्राणश्च मे पानश्च मे व्यानश्च मे सुश्च मे चित्तं च माधीतं च मे वाक् च मे मनश्च मे चक्षुश्च मे श्रोत्रं च मे दक्षश्च मे बलं च म ओजश्च मे सहश्च म आयुश्च मे जरा च म आत्मा च मे तनोश्च मे शर्म च मे वर्म च मेऽङ्गानि च मे स्थानि च मे परोगंश च मे शरीराणि च मे ज्यैष्ठ्यं च म आधिपत्यं च मे मन्युश्च मे भामश्च मे मश्च मे अम्भश्च मे जेमा च मे महिमा च मे वरिमा च मे प्रतिमा च मे वर्ष्मा च मे द्राहुया च मे वृद्धं च मे वृद्धिश्च मे सत्यं च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगच्च मे धनं च मे वशश्च मे त्विषिश्च मे क्रीडा च मे मोदश्च मे जातं च मे जनिष्यमाणं च मे सूक्तं च मे सुकृतं च मे वित्तं च मे वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यच्च मे सुगं च मे सुपथं च मरुद्धं च मरुद्धिश्च मे क्लुप्तं च मे क्लुप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे शञ्च मे मयश्च मे प्रियञ्च मेऽनुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रं च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणं च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वं च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रं च मे सूश्च मे प्रसोश्च मे सीरं च मे लयश्च मरुतं च मे अमृतं च मे यक्ष्मं च मे नामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे नमित्रं च मे भयं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सोषा च मे सुदिनं च मे ऊर्च मे सोनृता च मे पयश्च मे रसश्च मे घृतं च मे मधु च मे सग्धिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे जैत्रं च म औद्भिद्यं च मे रयिश्च मे रायश्च मे पुष्टं च मे पुष्टिश्च मे विभु च मे प्रभु च मे बहु च मे भूयश्च मे पूर्णं च मे पूर्णतरं च मे क्षितिश्च मे कूयवाश्च मेऽन्नं च मे क्षुच्च मे व्रीहयश्च मे यवाश्च मे माशाश्च मे तिलाश्च मे उद्गाश्च मे खल्वाश्च मे गोधूमाश्च मे मसुराश्च मे प्रियङ्गवश्च मे नवश्च मे श्यामाकाश्च मे नीवाराश्च मे. So Sunruta, Payaha, Rasaha, Grutam, Madhu, Sakti, Sapiti, all of them are the ghee, dahi, etc. Then Krushi, Vrushti, Jaitram, Audvidyam, all of that is the rains and well farming, etc. Then Vivu, Prabhu, Bahu, all of that are asked for. So that anything required is not lacking for us at any time. Then, with that purpose only, today the science is creating so many things so that anything, anytime asked is available. The science, the technology, the human minds. That's how you just see earlier to get something such long distances we had to cover. How we sit at home, just order 10 minutes delivery. All. So too in these mantras, divine is invoked for providing us whatever we need at whatever the time. Right? Now, the second aspect today, our sadhana is Dhyana Purvaka Mantra Ucharana. We will continue with our Gayatri mantras only. Today we will do the two Gayatri mantras. One of Mother Ganga Devi, second is Mother Yamuna Devi. For us, all rivers are also nothing but Daiva Swarupa only. Any doubt? So the Ganga Mata mantra is Om Tripatha Gaminyai cha Vidmahe Bhakti Dayinyai cha Dhimahi Tanno Ganga Prachodayat. So many ways the Ganga Gayatri mantra can be written. So Tripatha Gamini, the mother is there in Swargamat Patha, she is also there in the Antariksha Patha, also on the Bhupatha, Bhumarga, or Swarga, Bhu and Patala. Tripatha, in all the paths she is there. Three lokas. To bless all the jivas of all these three lokas. That is the meaning of Tripatha Gaminyai cha Vidmahe. And in that Vidmahe, we can all have all that other stories of Ganga Avatarana Katha. You understand how starting from the who is that? The Dilipa Maharaja, the Sagara, the Amshuman, all of them tried to bring Ganga down because the Sagara Putras were cursed and they're all Bhasmi Bhuta there. They all have to be sent to Swarga. So Sagara Putras. They were cursed by the Kapila Muni because they troubled him. So to give them the moksha, the only way was their asthis and all of them have to be made wet in the Ganga Jala. So many of them there were, thousands of them. So all of them did tapasya for the arrival of Mother Ganges. They all tried their best, getting inspiration from them. Bhagirath ji has tried. So, becoming prasanna by the tapasya of Bhagiratha, the Mother Ganga agreed to come down. But then she said, I come with such a force that if I directly touch the earth, I will break it open, go into Pathala. I will not be useful to you. Then what? Somebody should hold me with my all force coming down. Then who else? Again Bhagiratha sits, does tapasya for Lord Shiva. Bhagavan Shivaji comes, what do you want? Can you hold Ganga Maya? He says, why not? That's how Ganga Jatadhara Gauri Manohara Girija Manaramana. So Bhagavan Shiva in that Jata has held Mother Ganga and slowly released it onto the earth. This is how the Ganga Avatarana. And then from that Himalayan ranges, Ganga coming in 7 ways, slowly coming, meeting it. Deva Prayag onwards, it's called as Ganga. Name. Otherwise, all names are different, but it is Ganga only. You call it Alakananda, you call it Bhagirathi, you call it Mandakini. नेम जो भी हो एक ही मैया गंगा का आवरण आगमन है. And then this Ganga Maya in her flow up to Ganga Sagaram. See that they say 40-50 crores of beings are given life by Mother Ganga, staying in the kinara of her. Then Adi Shankara's Ganga Stotram and the Ganga Mahima in other Shastras, when you study, you will know how divine is that mother. So Tripatha Gaminyai Vidmahe. And Mother Ganga is said to be the giver of the bhakti and mukti and everything, but here we call as Bhakti Dainyai cha Dhimai. So many ways the Gayatri can be written. So we have made it as Bhakti Dainyai cha Dhimahi. O Mother, give the bhakti in such a way as you are merging in the ocean with bhakti, running. May we also merge all our upadhis in the Ishvara. He gave them to us, we are lost in them, we are suffering and we forgot Him. With the same upadhis, while serving Him, may we become His devotees and deserving His kripa. So give that bhakti to us. Bhakti dainyai cha dhimahi tanno Ganga prachodayat. Right? So Vidmahe, we know you, O Mother, you are divine, Brahma Swarupini. For Tapon Maharaj, Ganga Maya is the flowing Brahman. Himalayas are standing Brahman. The Vishwanath Bhagavan is sitting Brahman. You know, they have experienced the realities for them. There is no doubt about the presence of reality everywhere. This is Ganga Mantra. So to Yamuna Maharani. And then what is her name? Yamuna ka kya hai na? Uh-huh. Mhm. What we mantra is, na? Okay. We'll chant this like, Krishna Priyayai Vidmahe. Okay. Shuddhi Dainyai cha Dhimahi. Tanno Yamuna Prachodayat. Krishna Priya, you know how Bhagavan Krishna played in the Yamuna river and so many leelas he did in the banks of Yamuna, both in Vrindavan as well as Mathura. Both are Yamuna Nadi ke kinare hi hai. So Krishna Priya Vidmahe looks to be little suitable for us. Then Shuddhi Dainya cha Dhimahi, Yamuna Maya is Karma Yoga Pratika. So the Karma Yoga is done by us for Antakarana Shuddhi. Therefore, we call it as Shuddhi Dhainyai Dhimahi Tanno Yamuna Prachodayat. That Yamuna Maha Rani also starting from Yamunotri, coming down gurgling, how she blesses, how beautiful all this creation of the Lord, expression of the Lord. Okay, once our heart melts and our intellect becomes intuitive and is capable of recognizing the divinity in and through all, the joy knows no bounds. Through all these studies, we are trying to evolve to that level only. Okay, here also Vidmahe, we know you are Paramatma Swarupa. Dhimahi, we are doing Upasana to you and doing Dhyanam. Prachodayat, we are asking you to do the Prachodanam of our all faculties towards realizing the reality. Oh, mothers, please know for certain that we have nothing else to ask from you, only one thing. That's the truth, the reality. May we become more and more convinced about it, strong about it. May our prayers become relentless further to you, and may you yield to our prayers or become kind, compassionate to respond to our prayers and say, Tathastu. Okay, now let us chant. Tripatha Gaminyai Vidmahe Bhakti Dainyai Dhimahi Tanno Ganga Prachodayat. Krishna Priyayai Vidmahe Shuddhidainyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Yamuna Prachodayat. Okay, then सरस्वती का भी कर लो आज ही फिर why wait, है ना? सरस्वती माता. So, what is our Saraswati Mata's mantra we can chant? Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramhamsaya Dhimahi, that is Saraswati Mata. In that Saraswati Rupa, in the uh, river Rupa, we can find it as Saraswati Mata. Jnanadatre cha dhimahi tannaha Saraswati prachodayat. That is the mantra. The first one is mm, 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 Vedarupayai, we can add. Vedarupayai cha vidmahe jnanadatrye cha dhimahi tannaha Saraswati prachodayat. So spend 10 minutes in the joy of one day only chanting Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Gayatri mantras and feeling the sangam of all of them of karma, bhakti, jnana in our hearts, and we are getting rid of all conditionings, limitations to realize the unconditional, unlimited. Start. ॐ त्रिपथगामिन्यै च विद्महे भक्तिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो गंगा प्रचोदयात्. च निकाल दो, फर्स्ट में सेकंड में रहने दो. ओम त्रिपथगामिन्यै विद्महे भक्तिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो गंगा प्रचोदयात्. ओम त्रिपथगामिन्यै विद्महे भक्तिधात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो गंगा प्रचोदयात्. दात्री, दान करने वाले, दा नॉट धा. ओम त्रिपथगामिन्यै विद्महे भक्तिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो गंगा प्रचोदयात्. ओम त्रिपथगामिन्यै विद्महे भक्तिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो गंगा प्रचोदयात्. ओम त्रिपथगामिन्यै विद्महे भक्तिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो गंगा प्रचोदयात्. While chanting, remember all your occasions of visiting Mother Ganges, whether it is in Gomukh or Gangotri or Uttarakashi and all these places, or in the Badrinath, in the Alakananda, in all these paths, or the Kedarnath, the Mandakini, all of that is Ganga only. So, whichever the places you have seen, the Keshav Prayag, the Vishnu Prayag, the Rudra Prayag, Nanda Prayag, Keshava, Vishnu, Nanda, Rudra, Prayag, then comes the Deva Prayag. Wherever you are seeing, had your bath there, remember all and pray. Om Tripathagaminyai Vidmahe Bhaktidatriyai cha Dhimahi Tanno Ganga Prachodayat. Om Tripathagaminyai Vidmahe Bhaktidatriyai cha Dhimahi तन्नो गंगा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ त्रिपथगामिन्यै विद्महे भक्तिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो गङ्गा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ त्रिपथगामिन्यै विद्महे भक्तिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो गङ्गा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ त्रिपथगामिन्यै विद्महे भक्तिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो गङ्गा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ त्रिपथगामिन्यै विद्महे भक्तिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो गङ्गा प्रचोदयात्. So, though we chant as Shuddhidatriyai, you should understand that she blesses us, inspires us to do the Karma Yoga and get the Shuddhi. When we chant the second mantra, that of Mother Yamunaji. Om Krishna Priyayai Vidmahe Shuddhidatriyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Yamuna Prachodayat. Om Krishna Priyayai Vidmahe Shuddhidatriyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Yamuna Prachodayat. Om Krishna Priyayai Vidmahe Shuddhidatriyai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Yamuna Prachodayat. ॐ कृष्णप्रियायै विद्महे शुद्धिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो यमुना प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कृष्णप्रियायै विद्महे शुद्धिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो यमुना प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कृष्णप्रियायै विद्महे शुद्धिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो यमुना प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कृष्णप्रियायै विद्महे शुद्धिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो यमुना प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कृष्णप्रियायै विद्महे शुद्धिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो यमुना प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कृष्णप्रियायै विद्महे शुद्धिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो यमुना प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कृष्णप्रियायै विद्महे शुद्धिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो यमुना प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कृष्णप्रियायै विद्महे शुद्धिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो यमुना प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कृष्णप्रियायै विद्महे शुद्धिदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नो यमुना प्रचोदयात्. मदर सरस्वती ओम वेदरूपायै विद्महे ज्ञानदात्रे च धीमहि मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि. Through jnanam the mukti. So chanting is of the mantra, direct meaning and all the indicated meanings also we can keep in the heart. Om Vedarupaयै Vidmahe Jnanadatrयै Cha Dhimahi Tannah Saraswati Prachodayat. Om Vedarupaयै Vidmahe Jnanadatrयै Cha Dhimahi Tannah Saraswati Prachodayat. ॐ वेदरूपायै विद्महे ज्ञानदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेदरूपायै विद्महे ज्ञानदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेदरूपायै विद्महे ज्ञानदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेदरूपायै विद्महे ज्ञानदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेदरूपायै विद्महे ज्ञानदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेदरूपायै विद्महे ज्ञानदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेदरूपायै विद्महे ज्ञानदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेदरूपायै विद्महे ज्ञानदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेदरूपायै विद्महे ज्ञानदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात्. ॐ वेदरूपायै विद्महे ज्ञानदात्र्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात्. Along with that, you can do pranams at Prayaga, mind mehi. Then we can follow along with Mother, thereafter called as Ganga, along with her till we emerge in the Samudra Devata who is Brahma Swarupa. Hmm. Om Brahma Swarupaya Vidmahe Muktidaता दात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ब्रह्मस्वरूपाय विद्महे मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ ब्रह्मस्वरूपाय विद्महे मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ ब्रह्मस्वरूपाय विद्महे मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ ब्रह्मस्वरूपाय विद्महे मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ ब्रह्मस्वरूपाय विद्महे मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ ब्रह्मस्वरूपाय विद्महे मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ ब्रह्मस्वरूपाय विद्महे मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ ब्रह्मस्वरूपाय विद्महे मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ ब्रह्मस्वरूपाय विद्महे मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ ब्रह्मस्वरूपाय विद्महे मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ ब्रह्मस्वरूपाय विद्महे मुक्तिदात्रे च धीमहि तन्नः समुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ॐ श्री गंगा श्री यमुना श्री सरस्वती श्री समुद्र देवताभ्यो नमः मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि आत्मानुभव मुक्तिं प्रयच्छ प्रयच्छ प्रदेहि प्रदेहि अस्मान् सर्वान् सदा सर्वदा प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा. Very good day today that we could chant all this. Now, our third aspect of common sense thought, very quickly. We all know all these things, still, it's only a reminder for ourselves. You know? First one is key, have all knowledge, but keep with oneself. No need to give unasked advice to anyone and get hurt and insulted or humiliated. Learn that art, you know, to us as well as to the valuable knowledge or suggestion given. No value, no importance will remain if we give it freely unasked. And unasked advice is never welcomed or never received by the world. It can be your so called nearest relation, the blood relation, isn't it? Yes, you know it, you wait. If they ask, you give. नहीं तो कोई नहीं, क्या फर्क? And why we only should give? Somebody else also can give him, isn't it? That way, we have to learn the art of it, improving, developing our own self respect. I know it. If you ask with all logic, love, quotations, I'll tell you. If you don't ask, that means you don't have respect to me or to my knowledge. So, why should I give? Isn't it? That's why the Lord also, Guru also, never give just like that unless asked. Isn't it? तो थोड़ा अपना सेल्फ रेस्पेक्ट डिग्निटी को प्रोटेक्ट करना. गुड वी नो, लेट अस यूज दैट नॉलेज फॉर अस. हमारा ज्ञान हमारे उपयोग के लिए फ्रीली क्यों डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करें? दे आर नॉट आस्किंग, दे डोंट डिजर्व, दे डोंट टेक इट, दे नेग्लेक्ट इट, they don't have any acknowledging also. So just be in that state. Paramatma himself, just like that, doesn't give jnanam unless somebody seeks Otherwise, by giving the unasked suggestions, advices, we always see in the eyes of the people, तुमको किसने पूछा attitude. That is very humiliating it is. You have gone through it so many times. From all those lessons or experiences, we can learn this lesson. Huh? If somebody approaches us, you please suggest, then exhaustively A to Z explain to. Like Arjuna approached Krishna and asked, Nishchitam Bruhi. Krishna took it up and so exhaustively gave the knowledge. So to when Parikshitji asked in 18,000 shlokas, whatever, Shukadevji has exhaustively told. And when Rama approached, Vasishthaji taught in 32,000 slokas. When Leela approached, Mother Saraswati is teaching her. Ready raho help karne in giving salah and knowledge. But then wait only. If they don't ask, that means they have it already, or they don't want from you, or they don't want at all. So फिर नुकसान होगा, काय का नुकसान होने दो. From that he will learn it. After all, life is the continuous saga of experiences teaching us lessons. Let him realize it that in my ignorance I did mistake and suffered. Let me have knowledge. This person seems to be knowledgeable, experienced. Let me seek knowledge from him. Let them come. है ना? तो ज्ञान से बंधन इस तरह होता है कि we want to freely give it to others and they don't want it, isn't it? You take me as example. Freely I want to give this Upanishad Jnanam and nobody wants to take. That's why I decided I am taking it or doing it for myself. And it is such a relief to me. Ki I realized after so many times, so many days, that these all are for my sake only, not for anyone. And I feel it so very clear. So one is what? Unasked suggestions. Giving them, don't get, especially to your very near ones, your children and all. For them, you are nothing only. That's it. I know. For them, their spouse spies only everything now. Isn't it? They don't ask. Very rare. अब चुप बैठो और जो पूछते हैं तो बोलना. कोई चिंता नहीं, कोई नहीं. We are not the managing directors of this world or anybody. Isn't it? We are not managing. We are here for our own redemption. मस्त खुला मन शांत रहेगा with this one thing. है ना? And some wise people are such that when others ask the question also, knowing that the person is asking to test me, or knowing that he will not receive that knowledge with respect, though they know the knowledge, they just say, I don't know. But if the one who came to ask comes with all Shraddha, etc., जैसा अभी कहा था, to them, they pour out all the knowledge. That's what in Upanishads it is said. तस्मै सविद्वान् उपसन्नाय सम्यक् प्रशान्तचित्ताय शमान्विताय येनाक्षरं पुरुषं वेद सत्यं पुरोवाचतां तत्त्वतः ब्रह्म विद्या. In Viveka Chudamani, in all texts we see, when the disciple comes with all sadhana chatushtaya sampada and readiness to learn, to him the Guru must teach. It is an adesha to the Guru by the Shruti Mata. Only when the deserving disciple candidate comes. कोई नौटंकी वाला आता है तो you need not tell them. एक बार कहका देखा, then you understand that they are listening not to understand but only to find faults. Hmm? Isn't it? Then need not tell. We are not here to convince. You know, that's how the world is very careful. One thing is that. Okay? Today's second thought is what? Ki, जैसे suddenly in our mind, maybe early morning when we get up, or midnight we wake up, or whenever we are free, not engaged in any work, what do we remember? The people we remember, things we remember, experiences we remember, or some of the mm, cinema Gana we remember. That means those days that Gana was so much heard by us, sung by us, that it became an impression. So when you are free, suddenly that comes in the mind, isn't it? Why I am giving the example is, can we for next 10 years try and see to it that instead of all these things, at any given time in our mind, सुबह हो या दोपहर हो, मिडनाइट में हो, जब भी जागृत हो, some mantra of Bhagavad Gita or Upanishads should alone be remembered by us. Isn't it? अच्छा है कि नहीं वो बात? सडनली 2 बजे आप उठे, इमीडिएटली आपको हम वैश्वानरो भूत्वा ऐसा श्लोक याद आना चाहिए। और ईशावास्यमिदगम सर्वम यत्किंच जगत्याम जगत, और एको हंसो भुवनस्यास्य मध्ये स एवाग्निः सलिले सन्निविष्टः तमेव विदित्वाति मृत्युमेधे नान्या बन्धा विद्यते यनाय। वंडरफुल नो? और ओम विश्वम विष्णुर्वषट्कारो, और इन्हीं श्लोकानादिनिधनो दाता विधाता धातुरुत्तम। ऐसे सुबह उठ गए, अब अनन्या चिंतयन्तो माम ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्। Those mantras are recollected by us. Can we try? 10 years time I am giving. In these 10 years, every day we have to do those parayanams. Then they will be in our memory. With bhakti, with shraddha, with this goal. Thereafter only we contemplate on the meaning of them. Then that reveals to us the lakshya and marga, goal and the means. Then we take up the means to reach out. That time we are sadhakas. अभी मंत्र ही याद नहीं है तो अर्थ कहाँ से याद रहेगा? And other than in the Gita, Upanishad mantras and their artha, where else is the goal and means are indicated and we are inspired and we are initiated? Think. मजा आता है कि नहीं? एनी टाइम तपो क्षीण पापानां शान्तानां वितरागिणां मुमुक्षूणामपेक्षोऽयम् आत्मबोधो विधीयते. That mantra you are remembering. Any of the sanam sarva dukkhanam apratikara चित्ताविलापरहितं साति दीक्षा निगद्यते, ऐसा मंत्र याद आ रहे। अनुद्वेगकरं वाक्यं सत्यं प्रियहितं चयत् स्वाध्यायाभ्यसनं चैव वाङ्मयं तव उच्यते। शास्त्रों के श्लोक याद, है ना? नित्यो नित्यानां चेतनश्चेतनानामेको बहूनां यो विदधाति कामान् तमात्मस्थं पश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां सुखं शाश्वतं नेतरेषाम्। सुपर्णा सयुजा सखाया समानं वृक्षं परिशस्वजाते तयोरन्यः पिप्पलं स्वादुवत्ति अनश्नन्नन्यो अभिचाकशीति समाने वृक्षे पुरुषो निमग्नः अनीशया शोचति मुह्यमानः जुष्टं यदा पश्यत्यन्यमीशम् अस्य महिमानमिति वीतः शोकः. This is highest. Highest is this. The one, second highest is the various stotrams. That I don't give the first preference. First is the Vedanta mantras, only remembered. If not, then they will be the Devata Sambandhi stotras or shlokas, which we are from last 2-3 months learning. And before that, hundreds and hundreds of them we have seen. है ना? उठते ही रात को सडनली ओम वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम देवकी परमानंदं कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरुम, ऐसा अपने आप ही गुनगुना रहे आप। आपदाम अपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसंपदा लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. If you remember the mantras, how beautiful. बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगदा अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च अनुमस्मरणाद्. If we are not remembering them means neither we know them, nor we have love for them, nor we have faith and shraddha in them, nor we want to invoke the grace of the Lord. That's our mind intellect. So stupid that he doesn't want to know and use the grace of the divine. How nice if you remember all these mantras. Anything like we chant Devi Sureshwari Bhagavati Gange Tribhuvanatarini Tarala Tarange Shankara Maudi Viharini Vimale Mama Matirastam Tava Pada Kamale. ऐसा गंगा जी को स्मरण, how nice it is if you remember it. ऐगिरि नंदिनी नंदित मेदिनी विश्व विनोदिनी नंदिनुते गिरिवर विंध्य शिरोदिनी वासिनी विष्णु विलासिनी जिष्णुनुते भगवती हेशिति कंठ कुटुंबिनी भूरि कुटुंबिनी भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकवर्दिनि शैलसुते. See, our 35-40 seconds are spent in remembering Mother. नित्यानन्दकरी वरावयकरी सौन्दर्यरत्नाकरी निर्धूताखिलघोरपापनिकरी प्रत्यक्षमाहेश्वरी प्रालेया सर्वंशपावनकरी काशीपुराधीश्वरी भिक्षां देहि कृपावलम्बनकरी माता अन्नपूर्णेश्वरी. इतने हजारों हजारों we have. Keep on doing them so that afterwards effortlessly always one or the other mantra is removed, remembered in our heart, effortless. कभी राम जी आ रहे, कब कृष्ण जी आ रहे, कब शिव जी आ रहे, कब माता रानी, हनुमान जी is coming, let them come. Wow, how beautiful is an achievement, great achievement, you know. All or any of these suktas or shanti mantras bhadram karane vishnuya tachayora mhe gatum yajnaya gatum yajnavade devi swastirastunah swastirmanushebhyah urdhanjigata veshajam shanno studyupade shanjadushpade. This is how we divinize ourselves. You know, vocally chanting, mentally feeling, intellectually contemplating, at the ego level surrendering. What a beautiful thing it is. Then the third level is the lowest one. That some kirtana you are remembering. Om Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. These are all kirtanas. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is the third level. And the last fourth is what? कम से कम नाम करो, कृष्ण 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 जय श्री राम ओम नमः शिव शिवा 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 नारायण नारायण. बस, this is the fourth one, lowest. Third is kirtana. Second is the stotras and all shanti mantras. The first is what? Upanishad Gita mantra, moksha mantras. Isn't it? Directly the mukti telling the mantras. प्रजहातेदा कामान सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान् आत्मनिवात्मना तुष्टः स्थितप्रज्ञः तदा उच्यते. Revel in them. This is our today's second thought. And the third one is what? आज ही बता लेते हैं, कल के लिए याद में रहेगा. वो ये है कि जितना भी जिद करना पड़ेगा, जिद करो with all stubbornness and insistence. Do the given and decided sadhanas every day. Many people tell the other way around. You, when it is convenient, do it. Don't bother yourself. Don't struggle that much. Chalo, when Ishvara wants, it will happen. You know, all that they say. They say with their own explanation, justification. I am saying with my own explanation, justification that unless this way insistingly we do, first of all, the habit of doing will not happen. Only after the habit of doing happens, then you have a data to analyze that what you have done is good or not, better or not, best or not. After that, then you start loving the sadhanas, then it becomes effortless. Otherwise, जब convenient होगा तब करूंगा, जब प्रभु कृपा होगी तब होगा, it will never happen. Who told you that the krupa will not? It's already there. And conveniences means what? There's no. It's a concept of mind. Whatever is there, convenient. That's it. Never ever look for convenient and better times than this. That's the cheating of the mind. That it says this is convenient for bhoga, let's enjoy. When the convenience for sadhana happens, let's do. That's the cheating. We are cheated by the mind. Everything is convenience only for sadhana. So you have decided you do japa. Maro lekin sadhana mat chodo. That type of thing we have to do that day. You have decided to come to the class. Come what may. Even if there is splitting headache, even if it is stomach, कुछ भी हो पहले बैठ. क्या होगा at the most? isn't it? More than the physiological abnormalities or the health issue, the mind and the ego are the ones who strongly tell, today let us not go to class, today let us not do our sadhana, today let us give a chutti to that. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we did yesterday too. This is how the devil in our mind, devil called as our mind, goes on cheating us. That's why, why the Brahmanas are Brahmana, why the Shudras are Shudra. Shudra is he who goes on postponing the sadhanas and indulges in the bhoga first. Brahmana कहते unless all my anushtanas are done, I will not have a drop of water also. And he is hungry and he is having so much of inner weakness. सब कुछ है फिर भी कहता है बजने दो बारा. Unless I do all my yajna, anushtana, upasana, I will not even touch water. That's how the divinity enters into him. He is able to invoke the grace and his jnana is in the highest level. Satoguna is the highest level. Mind you, that Brahmana, when he slowly compromises, tomorrow will be the Shudra. Try to be a Brahmana all the time. From the gunas and sadhana standpoint, I am telling, don't misunderstand. Even the Shudra can become Brahmana through this abhyas, through this sticking to sadhana. I will die, but I will not give up my daily sadhana. एटलीस्ट दैट तृप्ति विल बी देयर ना. मैं भगवान को याद किया, मेरा जो डेली साधना तक किया. दिस इज हाउ वी कॉन्कर आवर इनर एंड आउटर influences negativities. If we don't do, that's how they have conquered us and we are defeated. And every day is a defeat where we have not done our sadhanas. Every day is a victory or success when we have done our sadhana. This habit of doing sadhana only takes us toward the reality. And what for we are waiting? For whom we are waiting? Think. Okay, this is our third thought today. All three are crucial. No giving an unasked advice to others like I gave you now. I don't think you will take it. Second one is the practice for next 10 years project. Those are 36 tak. I will every day spend 2 hours, 3 hours in all this. I make a list. Upanishad Parayanam, Gita Parayanam, Bhagavata Parayanam, Ramayanam Parayanam, and all Prakarana Grantha Parayanam, and all those now Shanti Mantras, Suktams. Daily 3 घंटे लगाओ उसमें. No need to shout outside. In the mind only you chant. I suggest to chant ourselves. The other option is somebody is chanting in the audio, you are listening. That's also good abhyas, but not the better. Better is we ourselves chant. That is why I know my gala is not good. I know I don't know the proper swara of the Veda mantra. But yet I am practicing. I know when the Pandits listen to my chanting, they will find 100 faults. But I know that unless I start this way, I will not become Pandit tomorrow. मैं तो सिद्ध हूं ऐसे तो नहीं कह रहा हूं ना. साधना काल में ऐसा ही साधना होता है. I know I don't have good English. I know I don't have all the good way of explaining the lectures or the topics. But unless I do the abhyasa, tomorrow how can I be a fit instrument in the hands of the Lord? The process of learning. So if I don't do, when will I do then? When will it happen? So in this way, the second one is the chanting, chanting, chanting. Third one is this one. जिद्द करो अपना नित्य अनुष्ठान में. हाँ, सिद्ध करो नित्य अनुष्ठान. Without doing sadhana, living long is waste. Then dying early while doing sadhana. I'm just using that extreme words. Not required, I know, but just for the sake of communicating. Think. ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु. नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम्. ॐ भवता जनता सुहिता भविता. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं सनातनधर्म संस्थापकानां निरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवद् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद अद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारम अव्ययम निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम नीलकंठम नमाम्यहम्। अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः पारायणम्। कैन वी डू फ्रॉम 13, 14, 15? ओम यो देवानाम् अधिपो यस्मिन् लोका अधिश्रिताः य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम सूक्ष्मातिसूक्ष्मं सलिलस्य मध्ये विश्वस्य स्रष्टारमनेकरूपं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ज्ञात्वा शिवं शान्तिमत्यन्तमेति स एव काले भुवनस्य गोप्ता विश्वाधिपः सर्वभूतेषु गूढः यस्मिन् युक्ता ब्रह्मर्षयो देवताश्च तमेवं ज्ञात्वा मृत्युपाशान् छिनत्ति। Chanted. Now chant Om एको देवः और एको हंसः भुवनस्यास्य मध्ये स एवाग्निः सलिले सन्निविष्टः तमेव विदित्वातिमृत्युमेति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय। सो एकः परम आत्मा हंसः हन्ति अविद्या आदि बंध कारणम इति हंसः। एको हंसः भुवनस्य त्रैलोक्यस्य मध्ये न अन्यः कश्चित्। कथम कस्मात्? Now the second line is so very important. स एवाग्निः सलिले सन्निविष्टः. This स एवाग्निः सलिले सन्निविष्टः with the references of Veda mantras, one explanation Bhagavan Shankara gave. From the sadhana standpoint, another explanation he gave. From the Vedic reference explanation, almost we saw. Now the sadhana standpoint says toward the end, the Bhashyam hai, that we have to see. From the Upanishadic or Vedic reference, how he explained? Agnihi iva agnihi dahakatvat. The Paramatma is called as Agni because as the Agni does the work of burning, he also does the burning. What is that he burns away? Agni iva agnihi avidya tatkaryasya dahakatvat. Because he is the one who burns avidya, ignorance, and tatkarya, the samsara. Now in that, how many things to be learned we have tried to know. One of the most powerful is he alone can eliminate the avidya and tatkarya which was giving samsara. Therefore, approach him only. More important than that, approach him only for this work of avidya and tatkarya dahanam. Isn't it? Therefore, any rupa nama of the Lord you take doesn't matter. है ना? गणपति कहो, शिव कहो, सुब्रमण्य कहो, ईश्वरा कहो, परमेश्वर कहो, और द लॉर्ड विदाउट रूप नाम कहो, कोई भी हो, ओ लॉर्ड, Yadrushosi Mahadeva Tadrushaya Namo Namaha. To you, my salutations. Only one thing I ask. Avidya and Tatkarya. Please burn it away. All samsara is because of avidya and Tatkarya. Unless they are burnt away, moksha will not come. It is the Lord alone who can do that work. Therefore, approach Lord alone and approach Lord alone only for avidya tatkarya dahanam. This way we have to become spashta both in our understanding and conviction, as well as that's what we do then. Are we not doing the same through our Gayatri mantras? So many devatas we are remembering every day. But from all of them, prachodayat, what are we asking? Only one thing, avidya tatkarya dahanam. And we are becoming contented, satisfied in this because the correct thing we are doing. And the Ishvara Krupa, the Devatas Krupa, that every day we are able to study Upanishad, study Brahma Vidya. So that knowledge also becoming stronger in us. See, the Prarthana going on, the Krupa going on. So that is the Saeva Agnihi explained. Agnihi iva Agnihi avidya tatkaryadi dahakatvat. Okay. Quotation. How do you say Paramatma is Agni? Uktam cha. It is said in the Vedas. What is it said? Vyomatito Agnihi Ishvaraha. The Ishvara is that Agni who is beyond even the space. Vyomatitaha Agnihi Ishvara. We explained. How can the Agni be Vyomatita? Because Vyoma is Agni Atita. Why? Because from the Vyoma the Vayu came, from the Vayu the Agni came. That way the Vayu should be more greater than the Agni because it is a Karana. Isn't it? The answer is what? Yeah, from the Panchamahabhuta standpoint, the Akasha is Vyoma is greater, less greater is Vayu, then the Agni. Therefore, from the Agni or compared to Agni, the Akasha alone is greater. But this is from the standpoint of the Panchamahabhutas. But here we are not talking the Paramatma is the one of the Panchamahabhuta. Here we are talking Paramatma as the Agni, not as the Panchamahabhuta, but as the one who burns the avidya tatkari. Therefore, Vyomatita Ishvaraha Agnivat avidyadi dahati. Agni nahi hai, Agnivat. If he is an Agni, then he is lower than the Vyoma. But he is not Agni, Agnivat. We are just giving the Paramatma Agni name because as the Agni does the work of burning, he also burns away avidya tatkarya. So this is a quotation. Then iti. Second one is what? Salile sannivishtaha. What is the meaning of Salile sannivishtaha? Salila, uh, Salile means Dehatmana Parinate Sannivishta. The Paramatma Agni Rupa is there in the waters. He is Agni like Avidyadi he burns. Salile he means not the waters, but water Parinata Deha, which is made of the Panchamahabhuta, mainly the Prithvi aspect. So therefore, yes, Salile means Dehe Sannivishta. How do you say that Salila is Deha? Salila Parinata into Deha? Because again, quotation Uktam cha iti tu panchamyam ahutau apaha purusha vachasaha bhavanti. The Purushaha in his Panchama Ahuti, he is apaha bhavati. You know, see, Panchamyam ahutau apaha purusha vachasaha bhavanti. Hmm. So, uh, Panchamyam ahutau apaha. In the fifth of the Ahuti, the apaha Purusha Vachasaha Bhavati. He becomes the Purusha. Purusha means the Purusha Akara. That means Stula Sharira. Therefore, the Jala alone is appearing as the Stula Sharira. Therefore, Salile, Dehatmana Parinate Salile. In the water which has transformed into the Stula Deha, in that he is Sannivishtaha. So, the quotation of the Shastras given to explain the Paramatma's Agnitva, Agnitattva as well as Salila Sannivishtatva. Clear? Now, Sannivishta is explained again. Sannivishta means Samyak Atmatvena Nivishtaha. Samyak Atmatvena Nivishtaha. Therefore, in that स्थूल शरीर परमात्मा सम्यक आत्मत्वेन सम्यक निविष्टः. This is what also we took 4-5 minutes yesterday to explain. In the Deha, how the Paramatma is existing? Atma Rupena. Means what? The Adhisthana of the Deha Rupena. Means what? That in whose presence Deha is there, in whose absence Deha is not there. That's called the Atma of the Deha. In that Rupena, he is Sannivishtaha. Samyak Atma Rupena. Samyak means Atma Rupena. Nivishtaha means Stitaha. So, one thing is what? Rejecting the Deha. Same thing is done in another option also. What is that? What is that because of which the Deha is there? What is that without the, in the absence of Deha is not there? That is called the Atma of that Deha. In that Rupa, Paramatma is Nivishta. That's called as the meaning of Samyak Nivishta. So that's how the Bhashyakara's effort always is to bring to our clear knowledge every word and word's meaning of the Upanishad mantra. And the study of the Upanishadic mantras is fulfilled only in this way when every Shabda is understood in its correct ultimate perspective. And the Shabda Samagama called as the Vakya. And all Vakyas put together the Shloka. And the accumulation of Shlokas telling us a subject or the theme. That's called as Upanishad Adhyanam. Like in our Vakyavarti, the disciple also asked, Guru also appreciatingly accepted, agreed. That, hey Guru, आप जो कह रहे हो उस शब्दों का ही अर्थ मुझे नहीं पता. How can I understand वाक्य अर्थ? Then he said, you are right. पदार्थः वाक्यार्थस्य हेतुः. Okay, now let me explain to you the artha of each of the pada. Tam means this, that means this. See that? Upanishad has to be studied like that. So, ekah paramatma hamsah hanti avidya tatkaryam iti hamsah. स एवाग्निः अग्निः व अग्निः अगेन अविद्या तत्कार्य दाहकत्वात् सलिले देहात्मना परिणते सलिले समनिष्ठः समनिविष्टः आत्मरूपेण प्रत्येक सम्यक आत्मत्वेन निविष्टः सम निविष्टः सम मीन्स सम्यक निविष्टः मीन्स आत्मत्वेन निविष्ट नि मीन्स आत्मत्वेन विष्टः निविष्टः मीन्स स्टेइंग देयर. Okay, finally the Vedantic thought हमेशा याद रखना. This is the final thing. Where we were watching the Nama Rupatmaka world, there alone we discover the substratum, the Brahman. Because the all pervading Brahman, in that only we have projected the Rupa Nama. So अविद्या से प्रोजेक्टेड रूप नाम के कारण छुपा हुआ परमात्मा तत्व को विद्या के द्वारा पहचानना, that is the Vedanta. Wherever I am seeing the pots, there alone mud has to be recognized as the substratum. Wherever I am seeing ornaments, there alone is the gold. So wherever I am seeing Jiva Jagadishwara, there alone I have to discover Brahman. Therefore, in the Sharira, at the time of our too much identity with the Sharira and Sharira Bhoga, we say Naham Devosmi, get rid of Deha Tadatma and all. Having got rid of Deha Tadatmya, Sukshma Deha Tadatmya, then approaching to the reality. From the reality standpoint, everything is that only. Therefore, Deha Atmana, Saivyavagni Sarile Sannivishtaha, Deha Atmana Parinite Salile, Samyak Atmatvena Nivishtaha. This is what is to be grasped. Samyak Atmatvena Nivishta. This is what the Veda mantras used, and this sentence most crucial is explained. Now the same second sentence, Sa evagnihi salile sannivishtaha, from sadhana standpoint is explaining. Most beautiful, most crucial, most profound, most essential, necessary. Read out that and see the meaning. Ki athava, or the other meaning of it. Athava means, it's in Hindi also. Athava means otherwise, or this is the alternative meaning. What is it? Salile, Sannivishta. First, the literal meaning you have to understand. Then on that, what is the Bhashyarth? So Salile Sannivishta means stationed in the water. So here, what is water? Again, it is explained. Salila. Then who is that Sannivishta? That will be explained. Then who is Agni? All the three will be told. First one, Salile. What is Salile? Literal meaning is in the water. Now, what is the sadhana meaning? Salile means Salila iva swachhe. In the water means like the water is so pure, in that way, in the purest. Okay? Swachhe. So, what is that swachha? Like the water is? Naturally, the Guru has to say Antakarane. So, Salile means Salilavat Swachhe Antakarane. So, in the water means like the water is so swachha and pure, in that way, the purified Antakarana. Immediately, you must ask two questions. What is the purity and how to achieve? See, the Bhashyakara explains. So, how the Antakarana becomes Swachha? Yajna Danadina Vimalikrite. Through the Yajna and Dana ityadi Satkarma, when the Antakarana became Swachha, means Vimalikrita, like the Swachha Salila. So, Antakarana is water is same. So, the like the water is Swachha, the Antakarana is Swachha. The Swachhata of the water, how, why that is example taken? Because you all know when the water is very crystal clear, swachha, shuddha, and when you look at it, swachhata bhi hai usme, is jal mein aur shantata bhi. Both things will happen. Either the bottom of the water we see, isn't it, when the water is very pure and stable, or our own reflection we see. To understand it, understand the other way. The water is very muddy, then the bottom is not seen, nor our face reflects on that. Therefore, if the water is pure, the face is reflected and the bottom is seen. So, too, like the water, swachha, when the antakarana is there. That is the meaning of first line. We have not completed the whole sentence. Part by part, we are understanding. Now, how to achieve that swachhata? Yagnadana. Why suddenly you brought Yagnadana, sir? I don't bring anything suddenly. I bring everything from the Shastra quotation only. And where is the Shastra quotation? That Yajna Dhanadi make the Antakarana Swachha. Everywhere there in all Shastras, so for your clear reference, Bhagavad Gita 18 chapter, 4th sloka, you refer. है ना? यज्ञ दान तपश्चैव. What it says? Sannyasam karmanam Krishna, sorry. संन्यासस्य महाबाहो तत्वमिच्छामि वेदितुम त्यागस्य च हृषिकेश पृथक्केशि निषूदन. भगवान says काम्यानाम कर्मणाम न्यासम संन्यासम कवयो विदुः सर्वकर्म फल त्यागम प्रागुस्त्याग विचक्षणाः त्याज्यम दोषवदित्येके कर्म प्राहुर्मनीषिणः यज्ञदान तपःकर्म न त्याज्यमिति चापरे. Yajno danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishina. That is the sentence. Yajno danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishina. Pavanani means they make pavana pavitra. Manishina means the antakarana of the human beings. Which are the ones which purify the antakarana of the human beings? Yajno danam tapaha. The yajnaha, the danaha and tapasya. Bhagavan Krishna himself said, and Gita is the Sara of the Upanishads. And in all the Upanishads, in the Veda mantras, at one level, the yajnadi were made to be done by us for the Urdhva Loka Prapti. But once we become the Jignyasa of the Paramatma Tattva, same yajnas are done for the Antakarana Shuddhi. And reference again Taittiriya Upanishad. Isn't it? In the Taittiriya Upanishad, what was the asked by the Omkara Devata? Oh Lord Omkara, Pranavarupa, give me all the wealths. Arre, what will you do with the wealth? With those wealths, I will do the yajnas. What will happen with the yajna? I get the Antakarana Shuddhi. Then what? With the Shuddha Antakarana, I will realize the self. Didn't we see that? First, the Omkara Paramatma, we asked him for giving the holding of Brahma Vidya. यश्चन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽद्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतमृतस्य देवदारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षं जिह्वा मे मन्मत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्वं ब्रह्मणकोशोऽस्मेध्यापितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय. Then the same Omkara Paramatma is asked, please give us all these material things. Avahante vitanvana kurvana chiramatmanah vasagam simamagavascha napanesha sarvada tato me sriyamavaha lomasham pashubhis sahaswaha amayantu brahmacharina swaha vimayantu pramayantu brahmacharina yesho janesani swaha shreyan vasisoshani swaha तन्त्वा भग प्रविशानि स्वाहा समाभग प्रविश स्वाहा तस्मिन् सहस्रशाके निवगाहं तैमुजे स्वाहा यथाप प्रवतायन्ति यथा मासाहर्जरम् एवं मां ब्रह्मचारिणः दातरायन्तु सर्वतः स्वाहा प्रतिवेशोऽसि प्रमाबाहि प्रमापत्यस्व. All in this, let the brahmacharis come, let the cattle be given, let all the vastras come to me, let all the wealth come to me. क्या करोगे इन सबसे? यज्ञ करूंगा. Why? अंतःकरण. After that, I leave it. Once I find अंतःकरण शुद्धि, neither ask for all these things nor I need to involve in the यज्ञ, क्योंकि यज्ञों का फल हो गया. See how systematic and highly matured are our Shastras in guiding us from the lowest where we are to the highest where we have to be. So here, Yajna Dana Dina, I gave you the explanation. All Vedas Upanishads say, Yajna Dana Adi Karma do the Shuddhi of our Antakarana. Therefore, what is the meaning of Salile Sannivishtaha? Ada Amne Deka. Saiva Agni Salile Sannivishtaha. Agni is not explained, it will be told later. So Salile means सलिलवत् स्वच्छे कस्मिन् अंतःकरणे कथम स्वच्छता प्राप्यते यज्ञ दानादिना. Tomorrow we'll explain how the yajna purifies, how dana purifies, how tapasya purifies us. Then in that yajna dana tapake dwara purified antakarana, the Paramatma is revealed. When he is revealed, he is Agni. As an Agni, what he does? I don't know Paramatma wala vidya, therefore I am the Jiva, I have to get this and that. That kama karma dahati. Therefore, the Agni aspect is brought. So salile Agnihi. Saiva Agnihi salile sam nishpishtaha. So that Paramatma is revealed in the heart, which is purified through these processes. When the Paramatma is revealed, the avidya and avidya consequent bondages are destroyed. Therefore, tameva viditva atimurtyumeti. That is why we are saying only by knowing that Paramatma there is transcendence of all transmigrations, bondages, and deaths, etc. And there is no other way. Nanya pantha vidyate. Therefore, what to be done throughout the life after listening this mantra? Pachta na ki main kyun suna? Most unfortunate. My choice. When we understand, yes, now I got it, I know what to do, what to achieve. You are the luckiest. By choice. Otherwise, tomorrow onward I will not come to class. It's so heavy. You are unfortunate by choice. Our fortunate means fortune are defined and achieved by us only. So tomorrow the remaining portion of this we'll study. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadah Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsad Brahmarpanamastu. धन्यवाद संतो. अब आ जाओ गीता पढ़ते. If you don't do this, do other things. What are the other things which will destroy us? What are they? Today we will see Krodhat Bhavati Sammoha. Come.